Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed your 3-day weekend, if you had a 3-day weekend, and let's get straight into the video. So as you're looking at my hands, you're probably asking yourself why I only have one hand done, and it's because I was up last night doing my nails. I haven't done my nails in maybe like 2 months, so last night I finally decided to do my nails. But I only did one hand, as you can see. It was 1 in the morning. I didn't feel like doing my other hand, so I decided to do my other hand this morning and record it so I can show you guys how I do my right hand with my non-dominant hand. And it wasn't an easy task, but I'm kind of like used to it because that's how I practiced at first when I first started nails, like about 8-9 months ago. So as you can see here, I start off with pushing back the cuticle to every nail, and it's not a long process. Just get your cuticle pusher and push it back to expose the new growth. And then I'm moving on to removing the shine with my 180 sanding band using my Melody Susie drill, which I absolutely love, like I always mentioned. And I'm going to be removing the shine of the natural nail bed to every nail at a very low speed, again, because you don't want to cause any ring of fires. Alright, so now that we're done with removing the shine, I'm going to go ahead and just dust off my nails, and then we're going to move on to gluing on the tips. And I just do want to apologize because this whole time, there are times where I wasn't in frame, so I do apologize. It's kind of hard to record and stay in frame where you're not looking at what you're doing. But like I said, we're going to move on to gluing on the tips, and the tips that I use are from BU Stiletto, and these are the natural. And the glue that I'm using is the IBD glue. I like the brush on type. And then we're gonna just go ahead and measure the nail tips from sidewall to sidewall. And I do this with every finger, even on my other hand, just to make sure that they fit, because I don't always use the same size on every nail. So I do make sure that I size them up. And again, make sure they fit sidewall to sidewall. Alright, moving on. Now that I'm done gluing on my tips, I'm going to go ahead and cut them down to the length that I want. And I like to use a clipper, a straight edge, to do that. And then here I'm just taking up, what I did was I took 2 nail forms and I just glued them back to back so I can use it as a measuring nail tip thingy majigger, whatever you guys want to call it. And so today I'm going with the size 3. I usually go longer, like a 6 or 7, but today I'm going for a 3. And so I'm just gonna cut down the nails to the size that I want, and then we're gonna move on to shaping. Alright, so now that I'm done cutting down my tips to the desired length, I'm going to go ahead and shape them. Well, not really shape them because I don't need to shape them from the side since they're already a stiletto shape. And what I'm going to do is just straighten out the free edge. And I'm using the Young Nails nail file, the 100 grit, to do this. And I'm going to do this to all the nails. Alright, so now that I'm done shaping the free edge to a straighter look, I'm going to go ahead and move on to priming my nail beds, and I use the Young Nails primer. I'm going to apply this only to the natural nail bed, and I'm going to do 2 coats of this, and this is going to prevent any lifting. It's worked for me. I haven't had any issues with lifting, and I'm going to do this to all the nails, and again apply 2 coats. Alright, so now that I'm done priming my nails, I'm going to move on to the application. Here you see me grabbing the clear acrylic from Young Nails, and I'm going to be applying a very thin layer on all my nails. This is just to protect my natural nail bed, and also if I want to do a redesign later on, all I have to do is just file my old design down to this clear acrylic, and again a very thin layer, and then I'm going to do it to all the nails. Alright, so now that the clear acrylic has been applied, I'm going to move on to my applying the acrylic on my ring finger. And what I'm using is this Dolphin glitter mix from Nuni Torres. It's like an aqua color. And I'm going to be applying a very thin layer of the glitter mix onto my ring finger. And I'm just going to keep adding more glitter until I have it looking like I want it to look. First I'm going to apply it very sporadically, and then I'm going to slowly keep filling in the empty spaces. Alright, so now I have my ring finger looking like I want it to look. Later on I am going to encapsulate it with the clear acrylic. This is why I laid a very thin layer. I didn't want it bulky because I knew I was going to encapsulate it. So now I'm going to move on to the rest of my fingers. I'm going to use this Martini Blue from Mia's Secret, and I'm going to do like a little ombre, or try to at least. And I'm going to do this with all the fingers. First, I'm going to apply a very small bead at the tip and then gently blend it up towards the cuticle, just so I won't get any harsh lines. Alright, so here you see me grabbing that very first bead, and I'm kind of laying it right above where the natural nail bed and the tip meet, and I'm gently brushing it up towards the free edge, and then I'm going to gently brush it down towards the cuticle, and I'm applying a very thin layer. I'm not going to build it up because again I'm going to do like an ombre effect, and then I'm going to encapsulate it with the clear, and I'm going to be doing this with all the nails. And then also you want to make sure that you clean up your sidewalls, swipe down your sidewalls, just to maintain that shape. Alright, so now that I'm done applying the martini blue, again for me is secret to all the nails, I'm going to move on to creating that ombre effect I was telling you guys about. And I'm going to be using the Young Nails Cover Pink to do that. And I don't know if it was because the pink is too light or whatnot, but the ombre effect didn't really go as I had thought it would. But it's okay, I still made it work. So we're going to go ahead and do this to all the nails. First, I'm going to start off with the bead kind of close towards the cuticle, and then I'm going to gently push it up towards the cuticle just to get a nice flush, and then I'm going to gently swipe down towards the free edge to create that quote-unquote ombre effect that I was looking for. So I'm done applying the Cover Pink from Young Nails, and as you can see, it's not the smoothest transition. I don't know, because maybe again the Cover Pink is too light and the Martini is just too pigmented and it just doesn't blend well, or I don't know, maybe it's just me. but it doesn't look bad. So moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and encapsulate all the nails with the clear acrylic, and this is from Young Nails, and this is where I'm gonna build up like my apex, but not too thick of an apex because my nails are on the shorter side. And then we're gonna move on to the rhinestones. Alright, so now that I'm done capping my nails with the clear acrylic, I did file and shape off camera like I usually do. The ombre looks a little bit better now that I did the filing and stuff. And then so we're going to move on to the rhinestone placement. Here you see me show you the glue that I always use. And then for this part, I'm not going to explain it to you guys because there's no way of me explaining how I'm laying my rhinestones. I really didn't know what I was going for. And then the glue that I use, I just put it on the nail where I think I'm gonna put the rhinestones on. And then this gel glue, you actually cure it after you're done placing your stones, so you have time to move around your stones and check them out and see what looks best to you. And then so I'm gonna let you guys watch from here, and then I'll be back. Alright, so here I'm pretty much done with placing the rhinestones on the thumb. After I'm done, I do cure for 60 seconds like I said, but before I cure for 60 seconds, I did feather out the remaining of the glue around the rhinestones just so I won't have any harsh lines when I apply the gel top coat, which I'm using here the Koopa, like the one I show that I always use. And I'm gonna do this to all the nails. Once you apply your gel top coat, make sure you swipe down on the sides just to maintain your shape, and then we're going to cure for 60 seconds. Alright, so I'm done applying my top coat. Now what you're going to see me do is just use a random brush that I have, and I'm just cleaning around the cuticle area, around my nail, just in case I have any gel top coat that might have, like, I don't know, gone off to the sides, because I don't want that to dry on my skin. So I'm just cleaning around, and I'm going to do this to all the nails, and then we're going to cure for 60 seconds. And then we're going to look at the final results. Alright, so I'm done curing my nails. Now I'm going to move on to applying my cuticle oil, and this is the one that I've been using as of recent. It's from my nail BFF, Nails by Cinta. Just in case you didn't know, she does have a website online that you can order these from. Just go follow her on Instagram, Nails by Cinta. And again, I'm applying the cuticle oil all around my fingernails, you know, just to soften them up, and just rub it in very gently. And then we're gonna move on to seeing the final results. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this is my first time in 2 months that I've done my nails during this quarantine. I think they came out good. Again, the ombre I wasn't too happy about, but I still think they look really nice, and I actually like the short. I don't go short like I mentioned. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye.